Going on YouTube. Well, we're out here on the farm as usual. Astrid and I are going to get in the tractor and keep doing some mowing. We'll work on that middle paddock up there, try to knock some of this grass down. First thing we got to do though is get in here and get these bores watered. So I don't know how Astrid's going to do in the tractor. She's a little stress monster these days, but we'll see how it goes. Back here looks good. You ready to go for a ride, sweetie? Yeah, I didn't think so. Alright, well, little Astrid and I are clipping along here. Little patch of gold rods. Now, I would put the grass, it's probably close to 3 foot high. We had some good rain over the last couple weeks, a couple inches worth, which we will take it. Take all we can get. Miss Meriwether laying by the fence over here. Of course, she got her herd visiting today. Now, Charming has moved on to greener pastures, so mowing is a different experience. I don't have him backing up here, chasing after the cutter and tractor and bucking and snorting and acting a fool. Now, this is the first time Astrid's been on the tractor with me, so we're going to have to figure out placement. I'd like to get her over here by the door, but right now she's content being right under my feet, which is fine. I got my bucket on. It's pushing down some of this grass, keeping it out of my radiator, and I've used it already to push some bigger sticks and stuff out of the way that's falling out of some of these trees. My allergies are rocking and rolling, but we're going to get through this. I'm only going to mow maybe this paddock. We'll see if I can get to this one. We're going awful slow because it is bumpy out here, and that's an understatement. Anyway, we'll check in from time to time. We're still clipping along here. We're up at the what do we want to call this? The north end of the farm, the very back paddock. So we mowed the two far left paddocks at the bottom, and this stuff up here is a bear. It is high. There's a lot of, so if we go back in time, this was all sumac, this whole entire corner up here, and this is where I used to cut all the trees off the fence because they were falling in all the time. There's some of what's left of them. So I'm mowing in places that I probably only mowed one time before, and that was right after the work was done to do the clearing. So Astrid's still getting along okay. She got out a little while ago and went to the bathroom and run down and checked out Miss Meriwether before she decided she wanted to crawl back in and continue mowing. I was opening the gate down there, so I let her out. Now, I have not had any animals in this paddock in a while. Meriwether and Charming spent a little time up here during the winter. There's remnants of a bale of hay right there. But I've had this closed off, and it shows. I mean, this is high, it's thick. Plus, there's just a lot of weeds growing up in here. I don't know what these things are that I'm mowing over. It's no big deal. They're going down easy. There are some sumac saplings starting to pop up in all of this, and I really want to keep those under control. Now, I was going to open this gate and go through and mow that patch right there in front of me and mow along the fence on the other side, but this gate is open and a bunch of cows just come out of this pasture back behind me. So having not chatted with the farmer next door yet, about opening this up and letting his cows come in and graze it down. I think I'll hold off on that for the time being. I mean, if they got in here, it'd be easy enough to get them out, but that's just one less thing to deal with on a day like today. Going downhill here. I have stepped up my speed just a little bit. Got to be careful because there are some bumpy spots out here. Trying to be careful along these fences. Since I still have my bucket on, the last thing I want to do is catch the fence or snap off a fence post, because that'd be about my luck. Sorry. What's going on, YouTube? I'm warming up the tractor here. We have gotten, I'm doing mental math right now, probably a little over 2 inches of rain in the last week, which is definitely a blessing, but it is wet and juicy out here. I don't have little Astrid with me today, so I won't be fighting for foot space, but I need to try to finish getting this pasture knocked down. It's definitely not dry enough to cut the grass. We'll be making a mess of the yard, but not so much worried about the pasture. All right, folks, we're still clipping along here on the old middle paddock. We got some pretty good grass here. Unfortunately, it is just full of these goldenrod. And I'm trying to see if I can see anything else in here other than sumac sprouts. And I did notice some osage popping back up along the fence over there. I'm going to have to clip those off because I can't mow where they're at. They're like right on the fence, and I sure don't want an osage growing there. Still got to get this burnt. I'm assuming that's not going to happen until the fall at this point. Same with that one down there. That is a whopper. It ain't as big as the one out there, if you can see that. One of these days I'll get rid of these brush piles. I mean, it sure is nice to have those trees down. As wet as the ground has been lately, and we had a nasty storm blow through last night. It only dropped about half an inch of rain in, I don't know, 20 minutes or so, maybe half hour, but it had some pretty good winds. I know south of us there was potential tornadoes, so hopefully everybody there did okay. Stand by. I don't know where I was at. one of my little farm hands is calling me. Anyway, gonna finish getting this mowed, and then I want to get Janice and Goose paired up. I bet when I go through this video, I'm gonna have probably half a dozen, if not more, clips and be saying, oh yeah, we need to get these breeding pairs. We are so far behind. I mean, we are probably 4 months behind at this point, and I'm gonna get this sow paired up. Yeah, I think she's in heat right now. She's over here on the fence, driving the boys crazy. Let me get over here to the other side of this field and I'll see if I can film her. Yeah, it looks like she done backed off and laid down, but she's been running them back and forth all morning. So it should be pretty easy to get her out of here and then get her and Goose in a little breeding paddock. I've already got everything over there. We just need to get them moved. See if I can swing around here. That's little Janice right there. She is absolutely an adorable pig. Still sweet as she can be. And being from that Jenny bloodline, I'm assuming she's going to be an excellent mom. I hate to make that assumption with every pig, but so far the Jennies have not disappointed us. And we have some folks interested in her piglets just because she is so sweet. And but I mean, you don't get them, you know. There's a process to making piglets. This ain't a birds and bees type channel, but I mean, I guess I talk about it enough. So I'll try to film some of that here in a bit. We start bringing Gilbert up the hill. Now he's a Mahia Love, and he's a sweet boy too. Not one of our bigger boars, and I think he'll pair nicely with Janice. Now both of them are still growing, so they're not full-grown pigs by any means, but they're definitely of breeding age. And then we got, I only got 6 sows left on the farm. So we need to figure out what other sows we're gonna breed this year. And I definitely want to get pigs on the ground before we get into the colder months. And all of that without having too many mouths to feed through the winter. But Janice will be a first-time mom, so I would not expect her to produce a large litter. Maybe 3 or 4 piglets, if we're lucky, 5. You know, I try to keep that 5 piglet average, and it tends to work out across the herded scale. You know, I'll have one that'll drop 10, one that'll drop 3, and, you know, things just kind of work out that way. Some piglets make it, some don't. The realities of dealing with animals. We do our best to keep them all alive. Done for today. Mowing. I still got some stuff up here I want to knock down, especially as we get this trailer moved and that trampoline junk out of the way. We're going to figure out where we want to put our new chicken coop at, which is going to go right in here somewhere. We just have to make sure we keep it clear of where we drive through here to get to that back gate. So yeah, it sure feels like it's going to come another rain. See what happens. It's a little after 2:30. I'm going to go grab some lunch and see if we can get these pigs sorted out.